Okay, thank you for watching this video. I'm going to be doing a little bit of Captain Seed on the Royal Flag server, so just getting the jet configured to fly here. As you can see on the data link, there are two bandits, so I'm quickly setting up my NVG.
Copy.
I'm trying to get ready to taxi so I can get airborne and go after these guys. The jet is armed with 4 harms, 2 AMRAAM Charlies, and 2 AIM-9 Sidewinders. Always got to make sure the wings are out. If you take a catch shot without your wings out, you will get catapulted into the water. So we are quickly coming to my favorite catapult on the Stennis here. We drop our launch bar, hit U to hook up. And we want to make sure that we are ready for combat, so we shut our lights off. And we go to full power. And we're off. Gear up, flaps up. And we go to air master on. We see we've got one guy in the middle screen there. He's sitting between 2 SAM sites. That's an ideal target. Switch to TWS mode, set our scan to 4 bars. 4 bars, 40 degrees, it's always a good scan. And our radar has picked him up. And we've locked him. We can see on our HUD that that arrow points us to where he actually is relative to us, so we can get on target. Now the radar's dropped him, which happens a lot in DCS, or at least in the F-18. If the bogey notches or changes altitude rapidly, that can happen. So I'm looking for him, letting my radar scan the area he was, but it's not seeing him. And he's popped back up on data link, but not on radar. So I'm checking his altitude, making sure that he is in between parameters. And now we'll do a visual scan, since he's about 20 miles, see if we can't pick up a contrail. We don't see him. And the radar's still not cooperating. Oh, wait. We got a lock. Switch to auto. And dropped it again. So now my bright idea is to switch to Fox 2s and see if we can't get one of the seeker heads to pick him up. Then I remember I've got the NVGs on. And the HMD doesn't work when you have the NVGs on. Not a great idea. So we've got someone else on radar, it looks like, and he is mixing it up with a friendly. So we're just going to deal with him and hope the other guy doesn't find us. We're coming low to the ground here, sub 5,000 feet. That's that altitude warning. We're close, so we're going to see if we can see him. We're going to lock here, 7 miles, so we're going to switch back to AMRAAM. IFF still hasn't given us a positive indication. There we go. He's definitely a bandit, so we foxed 3 there. And we are going to crank right, switch to Fox 2s, prepare a second shot, but we don't need it. That's one flanker down. So we'll put the NVGs back on and take a look around and make sure nobody's following us. Nobody's around. And we don't see anybody. Radar is clean. Data link clean. Well, clean in my immediate vicinity. So now we are going to proceed on to the seed portion of the mission. Find a SAM site, which is indicated on that middle screen there by those circular displays. There's a bandit about 30 miles who is hiding over top of one of those SAM sites, probably a base that he's at. He's either landing or he's flying cover over it. Hopefully we'll get to deal with him in a little bit. So we're switching our mode to air to ground, and we're going to switch to our harms into TOO mode with our classification of hostile, so we don't shoot anything friendly. And take a look around. And you can see on the left screen that we have a something emitting radar. We hit the cage uncage button and then raid FLIR to get the handoff, and now the harm, is ready to fire. But our altitude is not super great for a harm shot. Typically you want to be a little bit higher, so I'm going to climb. And now I'm going to come back down because I lost my lock on that target there, and I can't seem to get it back, so I'm going to switch to self-protect mode because he's about to lock me up any second now. And we're just going to do this the fun way. The way of the weasel. So he should be locking me up. I'm inside his radar, or his firing range, his radar coverage range. There it goes. That's him locking me up. So I've got the pullback indication, so I pull back, and Maverick, and we are dumping chaff, and we are pulling as hard as the airframe will let me. And I am heading away from the SAM site, back out towards the water, and what do you know, we hit him. But I see this guy, and he's at about 20 miles. Can't tell his altitude exactly. but radar seems to have got him. And this one's going to be dicey because he's sitting over 2 concentric SAM sites. So I'm going to have to, my altitude is way too low to get a long-range shot on him. And that's just telling me that that SAM site exploded, which is good news. So we are 15 miles. I've got a lock on him here. He is really low to the ground, so we're going to probably wait until about 10 miles to take a shot here. His rate of closure is about 800 knots, so he's coming fairly right on me. And we have Fox 3. As indicated by that triangle on the right screen there. And now the SAM site that I've flown over is locking me up. And I'm tremendously worried about that. So I've cranked as far right as I can to still give guidance to that missile. As you can see, it's just about to collide with him. And it looks like it missed, so I'm about to roll back in, but it hit him. And I've been fired on. So I'm heading for the ground, and I am dumping as much chaff as I have on board. That is that clicking sound. And I am putting angles between us. Mostly just getting low to the ground. But now I've fired most of my ordnance, so I'm fast, and I'm out of his coverage range. So, successful mission. 2 bogeys splashed, SAM site destroyed. And we have the carrier off our nose, so now we just need to go out and make a landing. Now this is the part that I haven't done very much. I've only done a few carrier landings and not many at night. And just when I took off, they had moved the carriers, so they're orientated differently than when I took off. So I get a little confused on this one, and I think I'm actually about to land on the Tarawa, so I abort. But I come back around, and, well, you'll see. So that's me dropping my landing gear, putting my flaps down, and dropping my recovery hook, arrestor hook, whatever you want to call it. And that flashing light that you can see there is just the effect of the NVG. That is the ball indicator. So that would tell me if I'm on glide slope for my approach to the carrier. But I kind of eyeball my approaches because I'm not an actual pilot and this is a video game. So you can see off my left there is the Stennis and the Tarawa. And the nose of the Stennis is pointed off to the left. Just had to reset my view there to make sure I'm lined up with my HUD. So altitude's not bad, airspeed's not bad, distance not bad. This would have been a good approach if I didn't get confused. Pull back to the throttle a little bit, coming in a little hot. The idea behind landing this is basically to, well, you basically slam the plane into the carrier deck and catch one of the wires and it stops you. So you are on a pretty heavy descent, pretty slow, almost to the point of stalling. And this is, like I said, one of the first times I've done this at night, so I'm off to the left here, and I don't seem to know it. I've dropped my airspeed a little bit and my altitude, so I'm almost co-altitude with the deck, so I gotta pull up a little bit. And then I think, oh crap, that's the Tarawa. So, go around. Alright, no sweat. Let's make a big old circle. And what do you know? It's right in front of us. Speed's okay, altitude's okay. We're off to the left a bit. Game is stuttering. Hang on. Pull up. Well, it doesn't matter how you get down. It only matters that you get down. See you in the next one.